Well, that's going to be the fun part to all of this. And yes, I mean, of course, it's going to cause some enemies because you gotta think. Just having those two energies, a Pisces Sun, Sagittarius and Neptune rules Pisces Sun, Leo rising, Saturn. That's boss Sun energy. Okay, cool. So the most important person to the boss is the janitor. I mean, you take care of everyone. The problem with that is finding 6 devil Capricorns. The tarot readers are going nuts with that. That exposes everyone. That means everyone that ever, set on social media talking shit about you because you opened a business, became a healer, became a singer, became a writer. The jealousy and the envy, it's running rampant. It's Judgment Day. There's nothing we can do about that. Demiurge. Thank you, Sophia Demiurge. It brings the Sophia Demiurges out of the closet. Anyway, it exposes everyone and all of their secrets. Okay, cool. Everyone had secrets. We are quantum jumping into the new earth where our intuitive abilities are awakening. The shit that used to survive in the old vibration isn't going to survive. You either make the change and ascend, or you rot. You stay the same and you just rot. You progressively go down. Now you have the energy in the collective of a Virgo Gemini siphoning energy. She just said it in my comments that I am part of her Kundalini meditation. Okay, great. So now that tells every Pisces in the world where this immature practicing witch energy, no weapon form shall prosper. It's what it is. That's just an example of all of the other energies that are now being exposed because of, don't eat that, silly, because of your twin flame unions, your twin ray unions. The twin flame journey is within these false flame unions. This all that shit is a selling point on energy that is energy. Your copycats are going to get exposed. You're going to have people with a healing business that take on a persona because they heard that and they think it sounds good. It's what it is. It's the symbolism. They're going to be humbled, and then it's immediately going to start the hate train. Once their lies stop working, well, then the hate begins because that's the only thing that they can basically do. So you give credit where credit's due. Kudos to all of the tarot readers. Kudos to everyone that is raising their vibration and healing. That's the problem that these cults are going to run into, because when I hear that energy in the cards that they need the earth angels energy to heal. Okay, great. Fucking go figure. So you've got death cults that are siphoning it, and they were unable to sell the Earth Angel into some kind of weird human trafficking. You've got Virgo outing herself in the comments that I'm in her Kundalini meditation. So, what does that tell you? Anyway, no, I have cut the cord, and that's what we told you. That's my energy. Me calling back my energy, just like all the other Pisces, cutting the cords and calling back their energy. I'm telling you, they did it, and with moon magic. They harvested Pisces' spiritual protection, costing the covens their own spiritual protection. And it's what it is. I mean, you've got a psychic fair here in my community that I'm sure keeps popping up. It's what it is. They saw someone that they thought would be an easy target, and now you have tarot readers across the planet talking about death is knocking at their door. Well, okay, nobody wants that, but they don't want to do the work to heal. They want you to wave a magic wand. They don't want to do the inner work that you've done. And that's what it is. And that's the exact problem that we said last year when everyone was removing their karma, breaking karmic bonds, breaking karmic contracts, breaking generational curses, breaking all of the things that didn't serve the highest good. And now you had everyone had the same chance to remove the things out of their life that didn't serve the highest good, not to be codependent on someone else and what they. That's what it is. You have the Earth Angel getting hit from, and when I have a Virgo call me on the voicemail, I'm an Earth Angel. Okay, great. So how many cults are siphoning energy from you, like every tarot reader is talking about around Pisces? And then you're sitting here admitting in the comments exactly what the tarot readers are saying. We're cutting the cords and calling our energy back. That's going to cause people to get sick. That's our healing energy. That's not your energy. So what do you do? What do you do? You've got death cults that have been siphoning that energy from us since we were a child. You have Gemini summoning Jinn. You've got Virgo admitting in my comments that she's been siphoning the energy, just like Death Cult. Okay, great. So now that I'm cutting those cords and calling my energy back, because that would be the Leo rising in Saturn, the eighth house sun, and the mystic just said it. That eighth house sun, that's the house of death. That's karmic death. That's where that suicide mission energy. It's a suicide mission going after that Earth Angel. That's why I'm eighth house karma. I'm walking karma. When that Earth Angel pops into your reality, it is a lesson or a blessing with karma or dharma tenfold. Okay, great. So if they haven't even figured out where they're how are they eighth house? Are they eighth house karma? I'm an Earth Angel. Are you an eighth house karma Earth Angel? Because that's where that higher spiritual rank comes in. Doesn't make anyone any better than anyone else. It means when death cults cast magic at that healer, they pick the right one or the wrong one, right? However, I'm not the one, the two, or the three. You can't tell me that this unalive magic backfire that every reader is talking about being natural disasters. Every time they cast magic on that Earth Angel, bad things happen. Okay, great. So what does that mean, tarot reader? What does that mean every time they cast unalive magic at a Pisces sun, Leo rising Earth Angel, Sagittarius and Neptune that rule Sagittarius Temperance in Neptune that rules Pisces sun? So my birth chart, when they cast that unalive magic at my eighth house sun birth chart, and it backfires, it bounces off me being spiritually protected, and you've got hundreds of romance scammers wanting me to friend. They send friend requests one right after another, and now you have China flooding. You've got Virgo admitting I'm in her Kundalini meditations. You've got tarot readers across the planet talking about cult leaders have the earth angels. They're robbing their energy from the sun. Hell, if you go to the band Highly Suspect, they tell you, I am human. We steal our power from the sun. Cool. There's your music industry under judgment. That's what it is. And you can't tell me that Hollywood didn't use Loki and Freya Earth magic. You girls have already said it. And I agree. Okay, low key to universal life force energy. That Reiki's in my birth chart. That makes me the low key to universal life force energy. Low would be the key. Every time y'all say key, it's K-I. I spell it K-E-Y because key, Ray key, which is life force energy. So that's the key. The key to your life is life force energy. That's what it is. And it's when they tell you that sharing your birth chart with someone is a bad idea because they'll do everything they can to block, to destiny swap, to rob. Okay, great. So if and she just said it. So if you know you're walking karma and they're going to get their karma and it's a spiritual test and they're all they're all failing it. Okay, Pisces. So then what does that tell you? That tells you that multiple couples that you guys have trusted, celebrity couples that you have trusted, have now cursed themselves and all involved with my awakening. Now, covens that have been doing satanic rituals around the 8th house sun, you can't have multiple readers saying the same thing and me not being 8th house sun go, okay, well, I kind of fit in that too. I kind of fit in there with you. I'm a negative feminine mutable too, but I'm an INFJ. So boop, there comes your Emperor, and that's Aries, Mercury, Venus. That's the god's morning star. Chosen 144 just told the story about the samurai with the mace, the stick with the chain on it, and the ball with spikes. It's called a morning star, and that divine being, God's secret weapon, Earth Angel, the low key to universal life force energy, is my energetic shield, my INFJ shield. You can't copycat that. You can't duplicate that energy. That is the problem that all of your influencers, that friends group of narcissists, that's the problem. And the reason they're trying to cover it up so bad right now, because they tried to duplicate that energy and now they're all under judgment. It's a huge destiny swap failure of biblical proportions because it was almost like everybody did that shit. And if you look at the tapestries of divine judgment, it shows everyone under divine judgment because they pick the right one, the wrong one, however you want to look at it. That's what it is. The healer, the mystic, right? Personality Hacker podcast, they talk about Jesus being an INFJ. Okay, great. When you take the Reiki class, it talks about Reiki was the healing power that Jesus possessed. Okay, great. So if you've got a 316 INFJ with Reiki in the birth chart, you've got tarot readers talking about the Earth Angel has the DNA of God or Yeshua. Well, what the fuck does that tell you? It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's the return of Christ consciousness. Okay, so now here we run into the problem of that being a very specific birth chart. That's a very, very, very specific birth chart that has caused a bunch of jealousy, greed, envy because of the paranormal healing abilities. Cool, everyone has healing abilities, but they're not taking my energy. They're not going to siphon and steal and do satanic sex rituals and all that shit and then try to demonize the Christ consciousness because that's what they're doing. You can't tell me that's not what they're doing. 333 is the Christ consciousness connection. Your heart chakra is called the Christ heart consciousness chakra. When you're ascending up the chakra systems and you light the tree or the crown, it gives me the ability to encase myself in this protective bubble and call divine judgment anyway. Right? What am I calling divine judgment on? Myself. I'm under judgment. Divine judgment. I'm teaching the universe that I can cocoon myself, heal myself of any. That is the whole point of shamanic sickness, right? You have to prove to the universe you can heal. The shaman gets struck by lightning, carried down to the river, carried to a van down by the river back in the days when they didn't have vans, and left alone to pass on. And what did they do? They laid there looking at the water. Now, you've got one of two things. You've got the story of Narcissus. What do? He goes down and he looks at the water and he fell in love with himself, right? Or you have the healer, the individual that sat back looking at the fucking rest of the world going on, while they were injured, sick, hurt, whatever. Fucking, if that person would do that, and that person would do that, then that person could get that done better, and that person would be way happier. So it's typical INFJ pattern recognition, right? The thing is, you can't control what other people do. Where it has become an issue in tarot is the sun has exposed everything over 6 devil Capricorns, and I can't do anything about that. Hell, one of them is my kid. One of them, that's what it is. You can't do anything about these Capricorn energies, and one of them's a death cult leader. Which one is that? Which one is that? I mean, the 6th one I found is the one that poisoned me in the hotel room, and I told y'all that. I did, and I did the shit on purpose. So when you're talking about the Earth Angel healing from the poison in the hotel room, which time? I'm the epitome of no weapon form shall prosper, and I tested it. I tried it out, and it worked. It worked. So when you're talking about the Earth Angel healed from the poison, well, yes, that's what the bubble's all about. I mean, Archangel Michael told y'all he was going to show you how to build a cave. Did anyone build a healing cave like Archangel Michael was going to show you? It was in the cards when I was building mine. That's what it is. Can't do anything. You can't do anything about that. Steve Noble knew all about it, but hell, he's siphoning energy too. That's what it is. That's what it is. His name came up on the list. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's a birth chart thing, right? It's a rare personality type with a specific birth chart that they targeted. Okay, great. And didn't want the chosen one to wake up to be, and everyone's unique. Everyone is special. However, my connection with the Most High is the shit that got. Aren't ye all gods? Isn't that what he said? Isn't that what Jesus said? Aren't ye all gods? Yeah, but we only use the left side of the brain or the right side of the brain. I understand that. You do. You have to bridge. You have to bridge the Ark of the Covenant. That's what it is to be able to access the Holy Grail. And it's what it is. It's no one's business what I do in my head. It's no one's business for y'all to figure it out. I'm tired of caring because I already know what's going to happen. And it's what it is. And you girls are already telling the entire planet in the cards what is going to happen. Because those are very, very specific energies in the cards. That's why I keep making videos while all your influencers are trying to cover it up and rob the Earth Angel. Yeah, because they know judgment's coming. I can't do anything about that. I'm protected from that shit. And I told you, I've already told you this. So it's what it is. However, they're looking for a Sagittarius temperance angel. Cool. My Sagittarius is in Neptune. That rules Pisces sun, 8th house. I'm that 8th house of death. And I'm an INFJ mystic. Cool. So, then that means we have to focus on number one, the incredibly paranormal INFJs. So just what it is. You're talking about the difference between Jesus or Hitler. You're talking about the difference between and you guys have already had Julius Caesar energy and the fall of Rome. Okay, we're watching it right now. That's the second coming of Christ consciousness and revelations along with the Hopi prophecy. So it doesn't really matter what group, what religion, who you talk to. They all have the same final days revelations. And we're seeing that biblical shit play out before our eyes. Right? The question is, can it be changed? The future is never set in stone. Can it be reversed? No. What's done is done. These idiots already enacted it. That's what it is. I mean, it's a beautiful time to be alive, and yes, I mean, we will be going to the new Earth. There's a special place for us that fucking you have to work to get to. It's called heaven on Earth, and it's what it is. I mean, You can't have one with all the destruction and not have the good part too. You can't have one without the other. You cannot have a this without a that. Please don't chew on this or that. Hey, stop chewing on this and that. That's what it is. But no, I mean, you guys are right. And that's the third reader today because, see, I really only need one of you. I really only need one of these readers because if two shall see, so shall it be. And I can manifest it as above, as so below. And whatever will be, will be. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. You don't abuse your abilities. You don't abuse your abilities like everyone else is. And it's just what it is. I mean, all I have to do is agree with one of you ladies that I think has some pretty good judgment. It's just what it is. It's what it is. I can make my own decisions. But to manifest with my connection to the higher self takes two to tango. Stop that. And I can do that with a dog. It's what it is. But she doesn't make very good decisions. And it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Much better to watch human lie detectors at work. So, is it going to cause problems? Absolutely. You guys, you ladies are right. And now you've got the divination abusers that are jumping in. Is it going to crack some people open and wake them up out of fear? Well, yeah, they're afraid they're going to get caught for their addictions that they hold on to. Or they're going to project. And projecting onto my energy bounces right back on them. Ooh, I wish he'd get high again. Bam, they're tenfold blown addicts. Ooh, I wish he'd get arrested. Bam, they're heading to the big house. Right? It's that this is the energy. This is the epitome. This Reiki shield is the epitome of judge not, lest ye be judged. That shit goes right back on you. And now you've got that energy in the cards of who are you to judge me? No. Only you can judge you. What you put out comes back to you. What you put out comes back to you. Because we've got people already getting called out for being in graveyards with cauldrons and shit. I posted the Druid's Truth video on Facebook at the same time I had a flash. That they would be doing some kind of full moon work, and then bam, what do you get in tarot? Tarot calls it out. That's what it is. I mean, we're all coming into one consciousness, and that's quite understandable. Are there going to be some left behind? Yes, not everyone gets to go. What is the problem with that entire scenario? Groups chose to go after one person. They didn't want that individual to wake up. They were copycats, phonies, fakes, and frauds that they thought mirroring a chosen one's energy was going to be easy. And now none of them can heal. I'm calling my energy back. That's what it is. There's other people that need healing. People that are, and it's what it is. You don't pick and choose who gets healed and who doesn't. The village chooses the person they go to for healing. Right? What is the problem here? I'm in a village full of corrupt fucking addicts that don't want to heal. Not completely full. They're not all bad, but for the most part, all the ones surrounding my business got something bad. They're still living in the past that they're steeped in. They've been exposed because the sun used to shine on their ass, and now it's coming over here. It goes around the earth. It goes around the earth. It comes over here. It's no longer over top of their little group, and now we missed the sun, and now it's setting. Now the sun is setting over here. And they're all over here, fucking their greed, their addictions, their thievery, their fucking A&E made for TV Murder, She Wrote movie. They're all over here. Oh shit, the sun shined on our ass and then kept rotating around the earth. Flat around. That sun just kept rotating around the earth. and now they're naked. Now they have been sunburned. Oh, we stayed in the sun too long. We stayed in that individual's energy too long, and now everyone has seen the disaster that came from it. Multiple. That's what it is. You can't have these readers talking about man-made natural disasters caused by a satanic death cult's ritualistic activities to siphon the healer's energy, and then a reader say every time they do one of these rituals something bad happens, and it does. It removes things out of my life, right? That's what it is. You cannot tell me, Lake Isabella earthquake for Mother's Day. Okay, tarot told me that was coming. I agree. I agree. Yes, that's the karmic stepdaughter. Right? Hurricane Barbara. Well, that's the church member. Universe is reflecting. Universe is reflecting all the energy that went into what you girls are talking about in tarot. That the church just judged and judged and judged and judged for 20 years until they were the first hurricane of the season. Thank you, Grandma. That's the daughter granddaughter energy that you have in the cards. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. However, the alarming part is when I'm sitting here waiting for the next natural disaster, and then I see that China has flooded, and I know that your romance scammers and fake profiles were all Chinese women. They flooded my business. They flooded my business with glamour spells. Pictures of Chinese women with everywhere that they have went and ordered food and da 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 da. Ooh, come travel the world with me. I'm like, well, freaking, you're just like the last one. Are all you girls on the same team? Are all you girls on the same team flooding my friend requests, flooding that shit? That's what it is, and I understand that they flood it to because they fucking so you to block any connections you may make. They don't want you to make any connections. So if they flood your, then you've got all these they sit around and make profiles all day. I would assume and I can you've got that Florida energy in the cards with the Russian Florida man. That was a technique of warfare, of cyber warfare, that I learned with Artem. Artem Solo Making took me right to a website, and they've already talked about this. He took me right to a website where military personnel for Russia fucking influenced the left and the right with fake Twitter accounts. That's what it is. That's what it is, right? They make a whole bunch of fake Twitter accounts, and then they go in there and they start throwing their opinions in there, fighting the left against the right, swaying one side or the other. When Artem showed, he was making content for my other channel. When he showed me that, I was like, holy shit, that's how they drowned my last profile and pissed me off. It's the same time. And then I make a new profile and bam, they find me and start doing the same thing over again. So I just quit fucking around with Facebook. Simple enough. Plus you can get on YouTube and you can speak these truths. You're not planning on it to end up being natural disaster. I understand that. Yeah, that I do. I have a well, I wouldn't say I really pick any nationality of woman. I mean, humans are humans. Humans are humans. However, when you get all of you get you get these profiles that are, and you play with it. It's like, how may I help you? Because you want to be polite, and then they start asking you creepy questions and shit. So you just want to fucking, okay, great. So you're asking the same creepy questions as a romance scammer that this other profile did. So you're obviously the same person. Fucking Stargate. Thank you, Protoform. It's what it is. And now you have an unalive magic backfire. Utter backfire. It's the same as straight from the divine. And I've seen it as well. You get these romance scammers that will find the elderly and they will start draining them. That's what it is. Confirmation. 247. What's the percentage? Anyway, 247. So run those numbers. That's what it is. I have seen people give up their entire pension. Widowed people, married people. I've seen married guys going and getting gift cards, and you tell them, oh, they'll fight with you. Oh no, I don't know you don't know what you're talking about. I've made more enemies by giving them and then fucking what do they find out? Pisces doesn't know what he's talking about. And then they find out I was right, and hell, I was either in on it. How did you know that? You must have been in. Personality Hacker Podcast is beautiful. Said, did you read my emails? Did you tap into my biofield? It's like kids tapping into your biofield. I read energy. Anyway, so now that's what we're going to have to deal with now. That's what it is. They wanted to swap destinies with it, and she just said it. She just said it. Your eighth house, that's the house of death. That represents your karma. Cool. Sun karma. How long have you ever been in the sun too long and got sunburned? Right, and now you've got fucking reader after reader talking about large groups of people were really going to regret playing in that Earth Angel's energy. You think it's a solar sun Earth Angel? You think so? That's what it is. That's what it is. And just because it comes with the territory, right? The one thing that they wanted to stop more than anything else was coming into union with the divine. Okay, great. So now that we have come into union with the divine and we're channeling divine protection around us, and we've locked it into the Christ grid or the crystalline grid through the ley lines. They tried to affect my earth star chakra. Okay, that didn't work. My mind's stronger than that. You're talking about a bunch of cult members that are depolarized. Great. They don't utilize both sides of their brain simultaneously with emotion. It takes emotion to create motion. That's why they rob the clairsentient. Right? Fucking what they have to do a whole lot of work to do. I don't have to. I was born aware. I was born. It's what it is. They have to work to balance out both sides of the brain, and the INFJ and the mastermind personalities are born that way. Natural alchemists, natural healers, natural energy workers, natural light workers. Right? What is the opposite of that? These individuals that work with entities that worship jinn. That's what it fucking genies. Shazam. That's what it is. And they tell you. It's not like they don't tell you. And I don't have any judgment to the situation. I don't care. But me bring the pathway to hell is paved with good intentions. Okay, great. So you try to bring humanity their birthright to heal themselves and to heal others. And what does that expose? A bunch of demonic fucks that have been keeping you sick and siphoning your energy when you can generate your own. Reiki's your birthright to generate your own energy, to do cord cutting and call your energy back. Right? What is the problem in all of this? A group of spiritual narcissists who did not give a shit who they hurt picked an earth angel thinking it was going to be an easy task, and now the whole world's getting destroyed because of them. Plain and simple. Go fucking ask them. Right? These girls can't be telling you that there's man-made natural disasters all in the cards because this person did that, and this person did that, and this person did that. Fire magic, car wreck, and the shit not be on my channel. Right? You've got one-legged Dave, the Capricorn devil he only has one leg. He got hurt. So he sits on social media talking shit about Scott all day. Because he didn't have anything better to do than talk shit about Scott. Scott won't feed him anymore. So here's what it is. We got to talk shit about Scott And fucking stays in the shadow. He's the kind of guy that shuts the location off on his phone because he doesn't want anyone to know where he's at. Right? Fucking doesn't want anyone saying anything about him, and now you've got every tarot reader on the planet calling him out because Pisces ancestors don't play. 3,500. So it is. I can't do anything about that. And no, that's you got to keep in mind. It's called those left behind for a reason. And now they're all starting to see, oh shit, Tarot's called us all out for all the dark shit we do, but he'll forgive us. No, no, no. Forgiveness is for me. That's my test. These people are getting karma. These people are getting sick now. I have to call my energy back to heal fucking strangers. I can't go back to the past. You can't go back to the past. That starts another karmic cycle. I understand how karma works. It's what it is. What comes around goes around. Right? If I can heal from this shit, then they can do the work and heal from it too. Plain and simple. They don't need my help. They don't need my benefit. There's other people to help. I've got to go help Pisces. Yeah, see Pisces, who they were fucking robbing Pisces spiritual protection? No, see, I got to go work with those people. I got to go work with the other healers. That's what it is. That's what it is. The other earth angels? Yeah, I see, I got to go with them. We're going through this portal into the new earth, and fucking everybody that's left behind, y'all are left behind to deal with each other. We're going forward. We're going forward into the new earth, into the ascension portals, into fucking quantum leaps and bounds, fucking better than the energy that's over here where we've left y'all behind. We left y'all behind in that energy. Y'all have got a huge fucking mess to clean. Y'all have got an A&E made for TV murder mystery gone wrong to clean up back there. Yeah, so y'all have to do all that shit while we go forward. Look at that. Fucking how easy was that? That's what it is. And you can't have all of these girls calling it out. And that's what you got to think is if the bottom feeders have been called out, okay, well, fucking shit floats. You're going to have shit eaters up here too, brown nosers. Fucking what it is. It's a big old circle of shit with Pisces right in the middle, just kind of walking between the worlds. Fucking angels and demons. It's just what it is. Connected to the Most High, just kind of floating back and forth. La 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 la. That's what it is. You've got these individuals right here in the middle playing both sides, while Pisces is fucking in divine union. I'm playing with God while y'all are fucking figuring out more ways to go against the Most High. I've never seen anything funnier in my entire life. When you hear a reader talking about there is a Leo rising Pisces sun working with the Most High, when a reader says that, oh, you think it's a Reiki master? You think it's a Reiki master channeling healing energy, doing past life regressions? You mean the Most High that I work with and my clients? When I call in the Most High, I channel that same energy they talk about that fills up the room. Think about that. Anytime you talk to a QHHT client or practitioner, they talk about this overwhelming feeling of love that fills the room when you call in the higher self. Yeah, I channel that. That's what it's called, bliss. Get over yourself. Thank you, Vishen Lakani. That's what it is. That's what it is. And no, I mean that's the problem that y'all are running into in the cards right now. And that's the fine. I'm looking for the others. Where are these other healers that they were siphoning energy off of, trying to destiny swap, trying to unalive? It's what it is, because that shit doesn't affect me. I'm coming to hang out with you. If it doesn't affect you, well, then I'm trying to find the people, the fuck around and find out people. Yeah. It's like they played with the Earth Angel and fucked around and found out. Okay, that's the people I want to go play with. I want to go play with the fuck around and find out people, because I know better than to fuck around and find out. It's just what it is. Even the Leviathan thinks it's a good idea. It's what it is. Pisces, keep cutting the cords, calling your energy back. It's just what it is. It's always darkest right before the dawn, depending on how big your fucking manifestation is. Cool. I manifested the return of Christ consciousness. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. I manifested a connection with God. I don't know what He can do, but y'all are certainly seeing it. It's what it is. I can't do much about that. It's what it is. Y'all can go. Y'all can go figure out what 6 devil energies are doing while I go hang out with more Earth angels that fit the proper requirements of the birth chart. That's what it is. No one's any better than anyone else. However, jealousy and envy, all that energy frequency. No, every time I cut the cord from that shit, I get another waterfall of energy. I get another upgrade. Every time I remove that shit that doesn't serve, I get another blast of what does. And I would much rather fucking share that with the fuck around and find out people. That's what it is. If you're one of those, and I can find y'all in tarot land. That's what it is. The minute you teach me something, I'm hooked. I'm fucking hooked. That's what it is. If you can teach me one thing, you can teach me something else. I like to learn. Oh, while they fuck around and find out, I'm gonna keep learning. Namaste.